Hi, I'm Erin with Homeschool Connections, and today we're talking with Emily Nardozzi. Emily is a math instructor here with Homeschool Connections for middle school and high school math. Welcome, Emily.
Thank you so much.
Good to see you and good to talk with you. We're going to focus on one particular middle school math course, but before that, I'd love to hear just about you for the parents who are here. Haven't seen you before, haven't met you before. Go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself.
All right. I am Emily Nardozzi, and I am coming from Brighton, Michigan. I got my undergraduate degree in middle school and high school math from St. Mary's College. And after that, I went on to do a master's program at Notre Dame called Alliance for Catholic Education, where I received my master's in teaching. And I taught a few years at a Catholic high school in Ann Arbor, and then our family began to quickly grow, and I decided to stay home with my little ones. And at that time, God opened a door for me to teach at Homeschool Connections, and I've been teaching for this is my 7th year with Homeschool Connections.
Oh my gosh, I didn't know.
I don't even know where all those years went. I just realized how old my son is turning. And yeah, so it's been a great blessing. And yeah, excited for another year.
That's awesome. Oh my goodness. Well, this course that we're featuring is the middle school 2 math course. That's Glencoe math. Tell me, what is Glencoe math and why is that so amazing for middle school?
Yeah, so Glencoe math there's kind of like the more traditional route of math, Glencoe, and then there's Saxon, which is another popular kind of route. So Glencoe is kind of a more traditional way of learning math. You know, you've got your lesson, you've got lots of practice problems for that new concept. There will be a few review from previous concepts, and then you'll have your quiz, you'll have your test. So kind of that more traditional way of going through and learning math.
Very straightforward, very simple, very easy to follow.
Yep, one little piece at a time, and we're just kind of building step by step in Glencoe. The course 2, which we're talking about today, is typically, it's kind of like your 7th grade math level, and I'm teaching that on Mondays at 1 p.m., and we've got a few seats left in that. Anything else?
Awesome. Well, I just want to mention, because you mentioned it, that we are highlighting these courses because of the pandemic and because so many people are now schooling at home. Many of these courses are filling and closing. I know a lot of other online situations, they also are very full. And so we want to let parents know, hey, here's a course with a few seats left. You know, quick. If you need a middle school math, it's typically 7th grade math course, this is an excellent one. And Emily is an amazing, amazing teacher, as you see, with both the education and experience to be a fabulous teacher. So we're highlighting you because of that. We want you to, we want parents to know that this course is a great course for their student. Well, tell me about the things that are covered for the 7th grade student. What are the things, the typical, I don't know what you call them, the pieces of the lessons, the concepts that you're going through in this course?
Yeah, so it's very typical for 7th grade math looks pretty similar. So I would like to talk a little bit about just kind of what the course would look like for a student.
Sure.
So every week you'll have your live class. So you'll come in, you'll log in, we'll meet. And in that, I'll introduce the new lesson. I'll have students practicing problems, and they'll volunteer their answer, usually in a private chat. You know, they can tell me kind of what they're getting so they don't, feel nervous sending their answers along. And if you want to volunteer to say anything on the microphone or to do problems on our little whiteboard, I welcome that as well. I like to have them as involved as we possibly can. But I try to just have everything be really not intimidating and just make it fun for everyone, have everyone feel comfortable to ask questions and to participate. So we'll have our live class, and then they'll have some homework problems to do. They'll have a quiz every week that they'll take, and then there will be an end of chapter test. Now, sometimes because we do only meet one time in a live class forum, I do also occasionally have a recorded lesson that they'll watch as well, just so that they can come to the live class on Monday, and maybe on Wednesday or Thursday, they'll watch another little snippet, maybe about 10 minutes of another little piece of that chapter.
Oh, awesome. Awesome. So it's spread out a little bit. It's not an information dump panic moment for the student.
Yes, yes. That can be difficult, especially with math. They really need to soak in before they move on to that next concept.
I like that. I like that. So how it sounds like it's interactive. I was going to say, how many students typically interact in a class? Is it everybody's interacting? Or if I have a student, as you said, you have a private chat. So if there's a student who maybe is a little more shy, is everyone required to be involved, or is that person able to be a little bit more in the background?
Yeah, so there's kind of room for all personalities in the class. I don't want to cold call on people, because being in the setting that we're in, I can't read people's faces, like the panic of no.
Right.
So I do, when I ask questions and have students work problems out, I have them, like I said, send those answers in a private chat. And most students will go ahead and do that. Because I won't call them out or anything, but I can private chat them back of yes, or maybe try again. So yeah, there's room for both of those types of personalities.
You sound very encouraging. I wish I'd had you when I was in middle school.
Well, you can sign up. We've got a few seats left.
Oh, I'm not a math person, but I think it started at the middle school, high school years. I just felt I didn't feel confident with math. I'm a little personal here, but I think this is so many of our students. This is so many of middle schoolers and high schoolers feel uncomfortable and then don't have this warm, open, great environment that you're providing to learn about math in a non-threatening way, to feel more comfortable with math. It sounds like the environment that you're creating and that you foster in your classroom online is very comfortable for students.
Yeah, that's my goal. That's my hope. And the feedback from the students I've had, that's what they say. And so that is definitely what I do try to create, that sort of environment, because I know it can be hard, and math is not everyone's top subject, and it can be tricky. So I just want to make, everyone feel as comfortable to ask questions as they can.
And I know for me in middle school, as a homeschooling mom myself, I felt I got to a certain point in middle school and was like, oh no, how do you do that? So for me, it was really important to get someone just like yourself to teach math and give that, confidence that it's covered really, really well by someone who's super skilled and can help my student feel really comfortable learning math in middle school. So awesome. Oh my goodness. If someone is looking at this today and watching this and saying, I think I really would like my teen to be in a class with Emily. This sounds like it's a perfect match. I know that one of the first ways they can get information is with the catalog at Homeschool Connections on the homepage. We have, if you just scroll down on the homepage, there's a live catalog and a recorded catalog, and it's in the live catalog. And also the sticker that's going underneath talks about where to sign up. That also has information on what's covered in each and every week. Right?
Yes.
And so that's more information there. But if a parent goes to the catalog or goes to this homeschoolconnections.gosignmeup.com and gets all of the detailed information and still has questions, what's the best way to reach you, Emily?
You can reach me at my email, which is emily.nardozzi, my name that you see there, @gmail.com.
All right. Easy email. Love it. Okay. Is there a perfect student for this course? Or is this for all 7th grade students?
Yeah, this is really for anyone who's at that 7th grade level. And if you're not quite sure if this is the right level, there is a math placement test that they can take to kind of make sure that this is the right fit for them.
Where is that test, that placement test?
That is just in the math section of the Homeschool Connections page. But if you can't find it and you email me, I can even just send you the PDF. So just let me know if you have any difficulty finding that, and I can steer you in the right direction.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you for taking time, Emily, to talk about this class. And I wish I'd had you when I was a middle school student, or at least for my students. But I'm so glad that you're here and that this class has a few more spots open. Parents watching today, right now, if you have a student who's a 7th grade level and you really would like to get in this class, I encourage you to do so soon so that you get a spot. Again, thank you, Emily. Great to see you.
Good to see you too.
I hope to see you in class, you watching in class. Have a good night.